Hello and welcome to the Knitterarium podcast. My name is Ruth and I am a knitwear designer in Westmeath in Ireland, where this podcast is coming to you from. Today is Monday, the 4th of September, and this is episode 27. Welcome back if you are a returning viewer. It is always lovely to have you come back. If you are a new to me viewer, welcome. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And I want to thank you all for taking some time out of your busy day to spend it with me while we talk and chat about knitting and crafting. Little bit of admin now first. We'll get it out of the way. The places that you can find me are on my website, knitterarium.com. You can find me on Instagram as Knitterarium, and I would be the most active there on Instagram. And we also have a Ravelry group called Knitterarium. So if you look under the groups tab on Ravelry for Knitterarium, you will find us, and that's the place that you will find knit-alongs, giveaways, introduction threads, chatter threads, all that sort of stuff. You will also be able to find any of the links to all those places down below, and the show notes are also down below and in the Ravelry group. I've started to put them into both places so that it's easier for you to find them. Now, in the Ravelry group, we have a shawl knit along running at the moment. It is the You Are Amazing shawl knit along, and this is part of the Knitterarium's Year of You. We are, over the course of this whole year, every 2 months we've been running a new themed shawl knit along. So you just pick your favourite Knitterarium shawl, come along to the thread and join in the fun, and you'll find links to the current one down below as well. It started on September the 1st, so it started on Friday just gone, and it runs until October the 31st. So there's still lots of time to join in, and we would love to have you. Now, I do have the prizes organised for the You Are Amazing shawl knit along. One of the first prizes I have is this skein of yarn from down Sheepy Lane. This one is called Mudgeon, and this is 75% blue faced Leicester and 25% nylon. And this is the beautiful colours in it. I'm really hoping that this shows up really well, because it is really dark and raining outside today, and I've turned on all the lights, so I'm hoping that these show up for you. So that is the skein of yarn. That is one of the prizes for the You Are Amazing shawl knit along, and the other prize is this beautiful project bag, and it is from, if that will focus, it is, there we go, from the Rick Rack Room. So this beautiful project bag, it's a beautiful soft pink with these beautiful bumblebees all over it, and a beautiful pale blue bottom to it, and it has beautiful blue edged pockets on the inside for holding any notions. So it is it's a beautiful, well made, and it is this beautiful matching blue handle. And look at this really cute bee charm that comes on it. So that there is the second prize for the You Are Amazing shawl knit along. I will be drawing the winners later today for the shawl knit along that has just ended. So if you participated in that, do check out the threads in the Ravelry group, because that's where the winners will be announced. So those are the prizes that are up for grabs with this knit along. And as I said, you just choose your favourite Knitterarium pattern and come along and join in. The only pattern that's not eligible is the marshmallow hot chocolate shawl. All the other shawls will qualify, so they will. So I think with all that admin out of the way, we will grab our knitting, we'll get comfy, and we'll get started with the inside world of Knitterarium. Not last week, was it last week or the week before? The week before, you'll have noticed on the channel a small little vlog went up introducing you to the wildflower honey socks, because they were released on Ravelry, so they're live. So that's these socks here. Just a quick look at them. So if you want to know some more about those, you can check out that little vlog that I put up. I did it that way just to see how it would go. It's nice to be able to introduce the patterns and talk about them a little bit more than maybe I have in these regular weekly podcasts. So we'll see how that goes. What else have we been working on? The collection I had been working on is completed, it's finished. I'm hoping, I went and I photographed them yesterday, and I'm really hoping, I haven't checked them yet, but I'm really hoping that I got some really good shots of that new collection. Fingers crossed anyway for them that I did. You may have noticed on my Instagram feed that I have moved on to some other new designs. You finish one and you move on to the next while it's going through the process of getting ready. So the colour palette I'm working with at the moment is, I'm using this beautiful, it's called a coal. That's the colourway coal, and you will see it's black, but it has these wonderful goldy flecks throughout it. So it's not just this wonderful black. This is a Titus 4-ply yarn from Eden Cottage Yarns. This is the tag here. Sorry, it's upside down. And it is 75% merino wool and 25% silk. So it is wonderfully soft. And with that, I am using this. This is called Autumn Fields, and it is Milburn 4-ply from Eden Cottage Yarns. So this is another collaboration I have going on with Victoria, and the last collection that will be coming out in a couple of weeks, that is also a collaboration that we're working on. So the Milburn 4-ply is 85% BFL and 15% silk, so it's beautifully soft as well. And the third colour in the combination is this black tulip colourway from Milburn 4-ply. So those are the three colours there all together. So a little bit darker and a lot more moodier than the collection that you'll have seen in the last couple of podcasts, or in my Instagram feed if you're following along there. This is just a standalone design, and it's called Oceans of Time, and it should hopefully be ready for release in very early in October, early October hopefully. I'm not going to say, I don't think, too much more about it at the moment, because while it's not a secret, I want to get just a small bit further on so that I can show you properly. So that is one project that is ongoing at the moment, and I'm just going to speak about the bag that it's in for a second, because this is a new acquisition. It is this gorgeous bag from Emerald Fibres, if that will focus. That's the tag, Emerald Fibres, and it has this beautifully stitched star and compass kind of pattern on the front, and isn't it just fantastic? This is from Kira of Emerald Fibres, and this is a new line of bags that she was doing, and I just saw this one and I thought it was just gorgeous, so I nabbed it, and it is beautiful, and it is holding 3 100-gram amounts of yarn plus the project, and on the inside it has 4 pockets, two on each side, so it's just perfect for popping in any little notions that you would have. I'm really enjoying that bag. Well done, Kira, on that. The other thing you may have seen on my Instagram feed in the last week or so were these 2 colorways. I have them caked up now. These 2 colorways. These are Tempo 4-ply from Eden Cottage yarns. They are in the colorways, the green is a woodland colorway, so it's this beautiful green. And the silver is Echinops. I think I'm pronouncing that properly. I'm not quite sure. It's Echinops. They're both Tempo 4-ply, which is 75% wool and 25% nylon. I haven't just started that design yet. I'd say I'm probably going to begin with some charts, maybe later today or tomorrow, depending on time. Because it's quite busy at the minute with back to school, and we're settling back into new routines. But I'll talk about that when we get to the Chitty Chit Chat section. So depending on time, I will hopefully get that. I'll hopefully get that started today, if not tomorrow. It's definitely going to be a new project on the needles this week, a new design, and that I am housing in my really gorgeous Craft House Magic. It's kind of like a woodland themed bag, and look, it's got this really cute hedgehog on it. It's lovely. It's gorgeous. So that project is going to be housed in that bag. Mint tea again today. That seems to be my favourite herbal tea of choice. So I'm going to stick with that one, I think. I'm trying to think what else have we been working on. I think really that's it. So I think we'll move on to what's on my needles. What's on my needles at the moment is we have a wildflower honey knit along running on Instagram only. It is under the hashtag wildflowercal, and I'll pop that up on the screen. So I don't think I have the pattern here, so I'll show you. So we're running an Instagram knit along for these, and it is running until September the 30th. And I joined in, naturally enough. So the yarns I'm using, sorry, now they're all cut up. I am using this beautiful speckled yarn from the Wool Barn. I'll just get the tag now. They're in my bag here. The Wool Barn. This one is called Sugar Rush. So this beautiful yarn is called Sugar Rush from the Wool Barn. So it's pale pinks with darker flecks of pinks throughout it, and it's just extremely subtle. It's lovely. Now this is the luxury plum sock base, and it is 80% superwash extra fine merino, 10% cashmere and 10% nylon. So it is beautifully soft. And with that I am pairing a Tempo 4-ply from Eden Cottage yarns, and it is the Rambling Rose colourway, and that's the 75% wool, 25% nylon. So it is. So these are the two colours together. So these are my chosen yarns for the Wildflower Honey Cal that we're running on Instagram. This is my main colour, and then I'm using this Rambling Rose as the contrasting colour. And if it's anything like the original sample I knit, I'll have enough of yarns left of both that I can switch those around. I can knit a second pair. So I am knitting these Magic Loop. I'll show you the set. I got the new Chowgu mini sock set. I'll show it to you in acquisitions. I got that last week, I think, just shortly before the knit along started, so the week before last. And I thought I'd give Magic Loop a go. I've been talking about it for ages, and I never just got around to it. Do you know, I'm so used to using DPNs that I just continue to use them rather than go, I'll try something new. So when I was ordering it, I ordered an extra cable and an extra set of 2.25 tips, which is my preferred needle size for my socks. So I ordered an extra one of those so that I could knit them concurrently magic loop, because I do enjoy knitting my socks concurrently. As you may already know, not that I have a problem with second sock syndrome, but I just like the thought of both socks being done at the one time and being able to wear them. So this is sock 1. I have the toe and I'm onto the foot. What was I going to say about these? I'm knitting the toe up version of these. Now you have the option to knit toe up or cuff down. I decided to start with the, if that will focus a bit better, there we go. So you'll see the flecks that are coming out in the beautiful soft speckled yarn, and the Rambling Rose Pink from the Eton Cottage yarns just pulls it all together. It's a gorgeous combination. I'm really enjoying these socks. I don't know what I was going to say. I've lost my train of thought. As I said, I started with the toe up version. I just thought that the toe up version might be easier to start with doing the magic loop. I'm not sure. Perhaps cuff down is just as easy. I'll probably give cuff down a go after this with the magic loop, just so I have an idea myself which I prefer doing. So that is sock 1, and sock 2, I do have the toe of it worked. I'll just show that to you there now. So it's caught up. So this is just the toe of sock 2. I am using, what cable am I using? I'm not sure what cable length I'm using. I do think I might go down to the cable length just a slight bit shorter than this one. I just, for the first time going with them, I wanted to be sure that I left, I'm just going to check in the package. I wanted to be sure that I left enough of cable that I was comfortable with it. So yeah, that's a 75 centimeter cable. I'm using the 75 centimeter cable with this, and as I said, these are the Chow Glues interchangeables from the mini sock set. I think I will go down to the next cable size down. I think that's 55 centimeters. I'm not quite sure. I think that's 55 centimeters, but I'm thinking that I will go down to that size. Yes, 55 centimeters is the next. That would be a 32 inch then. With the tips on, that would be a 32 inch needle and cable, and I think I might prefer that. I'm managing fine, and I have to say I am enjoying the magic loop. I'm not sure what took me so long to try it, but I am enjoying it and I am making progress. And now that the children are back to school and I have to do school runs again, I'm hoping that I'll get more done on these, because I tend to knit socks while I am waiting at school. For me, they're the perfect school project to work on, so they are. So that's what I am going to be, that's what I'm going to be knitting on for the schools. And I'm just going to give you a look at this bag, because it is so cute, it's gorgeous. This is a bag I picked up from Busy Pottering. Oh, I've forgotten the name. Do I have the, no, I don't even have the, I had a business card there for ages. Busy Pottering. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful pale blue with this gorgeous hair and flowers on it, and it's just gorgeous. I love this bag. So they are my sock projects that are on the needles. The next project that's on the needles is my Grace cardigan. My Grace cardigan is by Jane Richmond, and that I do have a picture of for you, because I have the pattern here. So this is the Grace cardigan that I am knitting, and I am knitting it in a similar colour to that of it. If I'll focus again, there we go. I'm knitting it in a similar colour to the sample original. I am knitting it in the Autumn Fields that I showed you earlier, this Autumn Fields colourway from Eden Cottage Yarns. It's the Milburn 4-ply, 85% BFL and 15% silk. So that's the colourway I am using. And I have just split for the sleeves, and I am finished the patterning. What I am working on now is just it's just plain stockinette now with a small bit of waist and hip shaping. Other than that, it is plain stockinette. So this is the progress I've made so far. I put a progress marker. I was here the last day. I was here. So I had just this much extra to go. Hold that in a little closer. I was down here, see? I was down here and I've knit all of this. And I have split for the sleeves. And yeah, so I'm just ready to go with stockinette. So this is going to be a great TV knit, I think. It's just going to be plain stockinette the rest of the way down. There's the back. I take the yarn out of the way. So there is a closer look at the patterning. I am really enjoying knitting this. It is both relaxing and addictive. The patterning was easy and clear and well written, and I have to say I'm a big fan of this cardigan already. Hopefully the stockinette part will go really quickly, because I can't wait to be able to wear this. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how this cardigan is going on. We'll pop that back into the project bag. And that is being kept in this is my Fondant Fibres Alice in Wonderland bag, which I really love. I'm a big fan of Alice in Wonderland, and of the Mad Hatter in particular. So that is my Grace cardigan that is on my needles. The last project that is on my needles is the shawl I cast on for the You Are Amazing shawl knit along in the Knitterarium Ravelry Group. I do have the Grania shawl still on the needles. I didn't get that cast off. I spent a couple of weeks where I was just working. I was working straight, and I hadn't worked on any personal projects. So you may have noticed that I didn't record an episode while I was doing that, because I just simply had nothing to show you. So I didn't, with all that going on, I didn't get as much progress on Grania. But I've put it aside for the moment, because I did want to start a new shawl with the new shawl knitters that were joining in with this knit along. And the shawl I chose to knit is a version of Sive. This is Sive here from the Ladies of Legend collection, and I decided to cast on another version of this. This is the pattern here, and I will put the name up on screen, and there will be links to it down below. I am keeping this housed in this is another Fondant fibre bag that I picked up a number of weeks ago, and it came with a beautiful skein of yarn to match. Now, the yarns I'm using are Eden Cottage Yarns Titus 4-ply. That is the 75% merino wool and the 25% silk blend. And the colours I am using are this gorgeous colour is called Wild Orchid, and it is naturals and creams and lilac purples and grey purples, and there's small little flecks of pink you'll see in here, and they're much darker purples then as well that you'll see there. It's this beautiful collection of colours. Wild Orchid. That is my main colour. So that is for all the sections that you see here in this gorgeous earthy brown. They're the colours that so these brown sections are all going to be that Wild Orchid. Now these paler sections, I am going to be using this Rosebud colourway. So this is, it is a semi-solid pink, but it does have, I'll try and get them to show up, there is little flashes of green and brown through it. They may not, they may not pick up on the camera, but through there in it, so it is, there is those colours. There is those colours in it. It's not just all pink. So they're the two colours that I have together. So they're the colours I have there, and this is the progress I have made. So I'm about halfway through the first section. So this is a close up of this is the beautiful, I love this stitch that is on the side, on the main body of it. It's lovely. It's both, it's textured, but it's also lacy as well. And it has been one of my favourite stitches to use in a design. And I am going to come back to it and use it again. So this is the progress I've made so far. So as I said, this is the Wild Orchid. There is a clearer shot of it on my Instagram feed if you do want to see it with a white background, so it's easier to pick up and notice. So I'm on this section up here. I'm maybe about here where my hand is. So I'm about halfway through. So I have just the rest of, and then I'll start to add in this part here. So that is the shawl I'm knitting for the shawl knit along in the Ravelry group. And as I said, links to all of that are down below. And I think that is all the projects I have on my needles at the moment. I've still kept to the three personal ones. And I can't see that that's going to change because I am enjoying those. I find at the weekends when I am able to enjoy my personal knitting time that I'm able to get around on everything and make progress on all of those projects. So I would imagine I'm going to stick with that any more than that. And I don't get to work on them. And having too many whips doesn't bother me, but I do enjoy being able to work on them. So I think it's just always a bit of a pity when I can't work on them. So I think we will move on now to Treasure Trove. I have a small amount of Treasure Trove. There were purchases made this last while. I have some other things that are still to come, so I'll probably have those for the next episode. So as I said, I did get the Chowgu mini sock set. It comes in this little package here, and inside you get all of your cables, and you get all of your needles just in this little pouch here. As you can see, this is where the 2.25s are, and I'm using my set for those. And you get this just a handy little ruler for measuring gauge and needle sizes. Now I did order an extra set of tips, so they come just like that, and I ordered an extra cable. As I said, this was the 75 centimeter cable, and I do want to, they were out of stock of the 55 centimeter one, so I do want to order that. It also comes with this handy little sort of like a tools kit. So it's got your cable connectors and the end stoppers and the keys for tightening and stitch markers and the little rubber grips. They're all kept in this handy little tin. and it all just packs away so nicely into this. I'm loving it. This is really, and I am a fan of the Chevron needles in general because they are, I love the cable on them. They don't hold any memory, and I love them, and I find them brilliant for my larger shawls if I have a large amount of stitches. I prefer that needle. So that is my mini sock set from Chowgo. I also ordered from Knitting I Love. I wanted to try out some of their covers. So this is an Irish-based company. This here is the Silent Forest pouch. This is the let me see, what do I put in these ones? This one is for the circular needles. So it is for holding it, and it came with these little squares here. You can hook your stitch markers and progress keepers onto those, like this. I happened to order some stitch markers as well. So you can see here, this is one of the little squares, and you can see, look, the little stitch markers or the progress keepers in the little circles. So it's quite handy. It keeps them all together, stops them falling around the place. The other thing I ordered to try out was a DPN case. This is still in the package. It's going to make too much noise. So this is the DPN case. I'll take it out of the package and show you the next day. So it is, I have it upside down. This one was the Flower Power collection. So this one you'll see, if it will focus, little flowers impressed on the felt. See they're cute little flowers. This one, the one for the circular needle, as I said, this is the Silent Forest. This is the Silent Forest range. So that was a new purchase as well. Now, when I was ordering the project bag and the yarn that I wanted to give you for prizes in the Shawl Knit Along, I ordered a project bag and yarn to try out myself as well, just so I know that it's, the prizes I've purchased and I'm giving you are good. So I ordered from Rick Room. There we go. I ordered this gorgeous project bag, and this is quite a large one. I'll hold it back here. There we go. So it's quite a large one. This I would imagine will fit a sweater, a garment into it, a sweater or a cardigan. It's got a nice wide base on the bottom of it, and it is this beautiful. Look at this beautiful fabric. It's gorgeous, isn't it? This is a drawstring. This is a drawstring bag, and it has pockets on the inside, 2 pockets as well on the inside, just down here on the inside. So it is handy for, and the other one is beside it. It's handy for holding all those notions in it. So that is the project bag I got. And when ordering the Down Sheepy Lane yarn for the prize, I ordered these 2 skeins that there is for ball band down Sheepy Lane. So this one here, I'll show this one to you first. This one is how to manage your flamingo. So this is just gorgeous. Look at the colours in this. Isn't it beautiful? Salmony pinks and dark greys and natural and slightly lighter greys. It's just gorgeous. My youngest daughter has a fascination with flamingos in general. She, when at the zoo this year, they were one of the animals she particularly wanted to see. She loves flamingos. So when she saw that yarn, and I told her what the name of it was, she thought this one was a fantastic name and yarn. The other colour I ordered was this. It's called Mizzle, and it's just a soft grey colour, so it is. This is 100% superwash merino, and then this one is 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. So I just thought the two of those together make such a great pairing. So I was really pleased with that, and I'm looking forward to caking those up and using those for a project. That is all I have in Treasure Trove. We'll move on into Chitty Chit Chat. Chitty Chit Chat this week. As I said, the children are all back at school. They were back last week, so there was a bit of getting used to school trips again, school journeys, timings, getting all that fixed together. My youngest, my baby, she started school, so she's gone. So the house is really quiet this morning, so it is. And you may notice that it's not my normal Saturday to record the podcast. I'm recording it on a Monday. And I might actually stick to this schedule because the house is so quiet, and with them all at school, it also leaves my weekends free to spend time with them and do different things, because we're all so busy during the week with school and routines and toing and froing that it's nice to have the weekend. So now that she has started school, I think that I'm going to stick to a midweek schedule. Also, my internet seems to be so slow in uploading the episode onto YouTube that it could be nearer to the end of the week when it actually gets up. So that's why I just think I might stick to this schedule. That's what's happening there. Let me see what else. There were some other things I was to speak about. Yesterday we had a family trip out. As I said, I was trying to get some pictures of the new collection, and I wanted to take them at a local estate and gardens that's open to the public. So we all took a trip there yesterday. We had a great time. I got the photographs. I'm hoping I got some good ones of the collection. I got some other photographs that I will put at the end of this episode. So if you're interested, you can see some then. And I'm hoping when I check them later that I have the shots I want of the new collection. Let me see what else. I was nearly sure there was something else I wanted to speak to you about in Chitty Chit Chat. It would appear that I have very quickly said all I wanted to say in Chitty Chit Chat. So I think we'll leave it there. I am hoping to get back now to a regular weekly recording schedule. I'm hoping with the children in school, more of a routine will develop. So if you enjoyed this episode, please do hit the like button somewhere down there, and be sure to hit the subscribe button, because that is the only way to stay up to date with any new uploads to the channel. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you all have a very relaxing knit-filled week, and I will see you all again next week. Happy knitting. Bye.